would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Saki. I'm Komo's friend, and I'm a Holland Lop bunny.
A what?
A Holland Lop bunny.
I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
You know what type of bunny I am?
No. Oh!
Yeah!
I see. Can we keep her? Do you want to be owned?
I'm only here for like 10 days.
Technically only 4 more. Yippee. We're a little awkward for some reason. We're professional streamers, everyone.
Oh yeah, I totally am.
Yes. I think that our brains are a little off because we've been watching trash television for over a week now.
Yes, we were just watching one before stream.
Do you want to talk about what we've been watching before we talk about the movies?
Okay, so basically every single day we've been watching Floribama Shore, which is by the Jersey Shore people, but it's about the people, what is it? Panama City Beach area?
Yeah.
So it's like Florida and Alabama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And they're interesting. They're terrible.
They're terrible. They're all terrible people in their early to mid-20s that just drink and get into misunderstandings and confrontations, and they're all Southern trash, and it's just terrible. We're at the end of season 2.
Are we?
Yes. We're
Oh
on
my
episode
God.
10 of season 2.
There's like 4 seasons, right?
I thought there were more.
There's more?
Oh, there are 4 seasons.
It's 4 seasons.
I don't want to look at the spoilers.
We already saw spoilers.
Oh my, we may as well. Do you want to talk about the spoiler you saw?
Okay, so we looked up some of the, I almost said characters. We looked up some of the people from Floribama Shore. I guess because we were curious, and Komo saw that one of them was married. So she was like, oh my gosh, she got married after the show. So I start looking up the people too, and I'm reading, and I read a section, and I turn to Komo, and I'm like, oh my god, I just saw the worst spoiler ever. She's like, what is it? And I was like, oh, so there's a guy on the show named Kirk, and I'm like, Kirk dies! It says he dies after season 4, and that's one of the reasons they didn't continue.
It was like necrosis pancreatitis or something like that. He was in the ICU for like a long time, and some of the cast even went to like visit him while he was in the ICU, but he just didn't make it. And now when we watch the show and we know this knowledge, we just kind of like, I'm like, oh my god.
I can't even look at you. And then he also had this thing where during confessionals, I was like, his eyes look really bright. Because for some reason his eyes looked green. And I thought maybe it was the lighting, but then he kept showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, Komo, is he wearing contacts? And you were like, color contacts? And I was like, yes.
I looked it up on Reddit, and he was wearing contacts.
It's like really bright green.
But and the spoiler that I saw where one of the girls got married, it said that she had married a man named Gus. And there was a man on the show named Gus, and I thought, she married Gus? Which she did have attraction for him throughout the seasons. But then Saki looked it up and she said, she married a different Gus.
It's not that Gus. She married a different Gus. It was crazy because Gus was the first person she was attracted to on the show. That's why Komo was really surprised that she married someone named Gus. But it was this weird thing where she was like attracted to him. and then they went on a date, and he showed too much interest, and she was like, never mind, I'm not attracted to you anymore. But like off the bat, she was like, I'm not gonna kiss him on the first date. But then after, he was like, he did that thing where he's like, I laid down $150 and I didn't even get a kiss.
They ended up sleeping together, did they not?
Did they?
I swear, no?
No, they didn't sleep together.
Are you sure?
I don't think so. Did they?
Hold on. I need to look this up.
It was just like, I say recently, but it's season 2. It was just in season 2 she started getting interested in him again, I guess, because he started flirting with a bunch of other girls. And she's like, wait, maybe I am interested. It was really weird. Recently to us, true. It was very recently to us, actually, because it was just yesterday. Very, very great show. She doesn't remember the lore. Fake fan. To be fair, when we were watching it, Komo and I both, like, also stim at the same time. And Komo looked over at my phone and I was playing, do you know Gardenscapes? It's like a version of Gardenscapes, but it's called Gossip Harbor. But it's the same thing where you match items. So Komo looks over and I'm like watching the TV while like matching these puzzle things. And then she's like, you do that too? And I look over and she's playing like
Woodoku. I looked it up and they have not had sex yet, but I got a spoiler for something later in the season.
Don't tell me.
Is Komo 60? What?
Is Komo 65 years old? Guys.
No.
She doesn't live that long.
Yes, I live to 30 and then I die. You have 5 months with me. Make it last.
Oh my god, that's why I visited.
Are you a cat? This is your last chance.
This is my last chance.
Candy Crush? I used to play it in 2017, and then I stopped. I don't know why.
Did. I had, I knew this other rabbit that she was, like, really athletic. So, athletics was, like, her main thing. She was really insanely addicted to Candy Crush. She'd play it, like, during all her classes. And then the last time I ran into, like, one of our mutual friends, they were like, she's still playing Candy Crush. It's crazy. That reminds me of, like, one of the rank #1, like, Gardenscapes player in all of Korea is just some K-pop idol. So she plays whenever she's not performing.
That's so funny. Did Komo just confirm she's 29? Yes, I've said that since I debuted. My 30th birthday is coming up this July. Don't miss it. It'll be the last.
Yeah, you guys better show up.
You better show up.
It'll be the only chance
you get. It'll be our first and last birthday together.
That's so crazy.
I already miss her.
No. It's okay. We'll finish V4Mirai Shore before. Wait, if you only have 30 years, does that mean you like die on your birthday? Or do you get the last year?
I hope I die on the 30th.
Mid-birthday stream.
Hello, Kobubu and Saki, my goat, for liking Wally.
Yes.
I told them about what you rank Cars and Wally.
Yes. I got the message. I forgot what I was even doing. I was doing something and then I got your message.
You were at the airport. Or on the way to the airport.
Okay. I was on the way to the airport and I got your message. And I was like, oh. I didn't think much of it because sometimes Komo just asks random questions. So I started responding and I was like, honestly, I don't remember most of the movies. But I loved Cars because I would replay the part. I would replay the part where they like switch his tires and then like polish. But then afterwards, I was like, that was such a specific question because it was film related. So it's like, I bet she's streaming right now. Kobu.
like Old Boy?
Old Boy? Oh! I just remembered what it was!
Yes.
It's interesting.
I hope she likes Velocipaster as a comedy. You've never seen Velocipaster.
No.
Let's keep it that way.
What?
Let's keep it that way. I don't think you need to.
Velocipaster.
Don't worry.
Why?
There's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Anyway, we should talk about real movies, like the ones we saw this weekend.
Wait, that reminds me. When we went somewhere and there's like someone painted like books onto these bricks.
Oh yes, we went to a zoo.
Yeah, and we saw like these bricks with books on them, but I thought it was movies because the only bricks I saw was like Coraline and Jurassic Park. And I was like, they painted movies onto the bricks. And I was like, Komo would love this. So I told you, and then I started reading the other books, and it was like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Ugly Truth. And I was like, wait, this was never made into a movie.
And then we were with another friend that said Aragon, and I was like, Saki, I don't think these are movies, I think these are books. And she's like, Jurassic Park is a book?
Yes. Well, now I'm gonna read it. Because I heard it was scary.
Yes. Quite good. Iron Lung, yes. So we saw 2 movies this weekend. Double feature on Saturday. We saw Send Help, the new Sam Raimi movie with Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. And then we watched Markiplier's movie, Iron Lung.
Oh, it was in the same day.
Yes. So our plan...
Guess what we watched in between?
Our plan was we go to the post office because Saki needs to... John Velocipaster, thank you so much for joining KMC Paste.
Oh my god.
With celebrities here.
I'm kind of curious now.
But we went to the post office. She needed to drop a package off, and then we went to lunch.
Yeah.
And then we went to the movies to see Send Help. And then we had several hours between. It was like 4 hours before we had to go see Iron Lung. So we came home and we watched Floribama the whole time. And we got brisket. We got some barbecue to eat, and then we went to a different city to watch it because a friend was joining us. And we saw Iron Lung.
That's actually crazy. Track record. Send Help, Floribama, and Iron Lung.
My mom and her boyfriend saw Iron Lung, didn't care for it. Mind sharing what you liked about it? I actually liked it. I thought it was decent.
I liked it too.
It was very decent.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it a little bit with our other friend. And I think our friend asked like, what did you think about it? And I said it exceeded my expectations.
Yes.
But it's because my expectations weren't that high. But it's not because I like didn't think Markiplier could act. It was kind of like because it was directed by him and
It was completely
also
self-funded.
produced. Yeah. And then I think it's like his first time doing something
Yes.
like that, so I
Well,
wasn't sure how it would turn out.
He had like experience making Unis Anis
Yeah.
before, and so I think he had some experience with filming and whatnot, and, you know, producing things like that. But this was his first like feature.
Yeah.
But it was actually quite impressive for an independent project.
I also liked it. It was
Yeah.
better than I thought it would be. His acting was really nice. Also, I saw people saying this, but it is just a really like ambitious concept.
It is very ambitious.
And it was all filmed in one room, which is really hard to do.
Yes. Of course, there are things that I felt were lacking. I know I agree with some of the things online about some editing choices. Like, it was really dark, and one of our friends was trying to say, oh, it's because of the theater we were in, but no, everyone was saying that maybe it just wasn't like edited in a way where it looks good in a theater. It might look better on your monitor, and then, you know, some scenes definitely needed subtitles, like you said.
Yeah, so in Iron Lung, there's like the main character. Well, I guess I shouldn't say the name. It's like at the end. But the main character only communicates with people through like a speaker, and the speaker at times is like a bit disconnected on purpose because he's losing connection, or the speaker is damaged, so it's like supposed to be hard to hear on purpose. But then even when it's not, you can't really understand
hear.
a lot of it. So I wish they put subtitles or
We
something.
need a closed caption screening.
I need my subtitles.
It was a lot better than FNAF.
It
It was exceedingly better than FNAF.
I did like it a lot.
I think that I'd honestly give it a 3 out of 5. I don't think it was great, but I thought it was decent, and it kept my interest.
Yeah, it did.
It kept my interest. But I do think also, I agreed with a review that said it was about 30 minutes too long.
Oh, yes.
I thought that it was a little too long, but for a first picture, it was really good.
Yeah, there was like a part where I was like, oh, so it's over.
Yeah,
And then
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, and then it kept going. So I was like, oh.
It was the really red part, right?
Yeah. I was like, oh, I guess that's where the movie ends, which I was completely fine with because I thought that was a pretty good ending.
I thought so too. It was very Eldritch.
Yeah, and then it continued, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh my god, there's a part in the movie that got like really gross. And Komo looks over at me, and my hands are like on my head, and I was like, oh.
She was doing the like I show speed, like the image of him putting his hands on his head with his eyeballs looking like they were going to pop out of their skull.
But that was me like for 80% of Send Help. That movie was so good.
It was very good. I would say that Send Help was the best thing we saw that day.
It was really good.
It was excellent.
So Rachel McAdams. Awesome. I love the ending to Iron Lung. Yeah, I did like it. It was just the fake out ending. I was like, wait. Also, I think in the beginning there's like specific editing choices where I was like, oh, this does feel like the first kind of thing.
It feels like a break from amateur to professional somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. So I could tell they were trying stuff, or I could kind of predict like which angle they would switch to next, which isn't bad, but it was very much like, I don't know, you could kind of feel it.
I do think that a lot of people went in with really low expectations, so when they left the theater, it felt really, really good. And I didn't think it was bad at all. I thought it was decent, but I don't think it was great. I think that his next production is probably going to be really good.
Yes.
The next thing he makes is probably going to be very, very good.
I think in general, it's like this is a really impressive, like self-funded, like self-directed, self-produced film. Like it could have been so much worse. But it is like a really impressive thing, especially to have on, because he's gonna do another movie.
He is?
Yeah, I just saw a post about it. I have to look up what it is, but it is like a really impressive thing to just have on your resume. Looking it up now.
Moopy.
Moopy. Wait, let me look it up. I need to see the movie and judge for myself. I do think it's like it depends on the person, because a lot of people, I guess I saw a ton of mixed reviews also. Like, it was either like, oh, that wasn't worth it, or it was like, oh, that was actually really good. Did you find what movie he was making it? I bet I can find it on X, formerly known as Twitter. It's a screen adaptation. Wait. Did he say anything?
House of Leaves.
Is
House
it?
of Leaves, yes. House of Leaves.
Is it actually?
It's a debut novel by Mark D. Daniel.
Did we get discussing fish?
Did we get discussing fish?
I think I got discussion fish. Wait, what was that post you got discussing fish by yesterday?
Oh my god, the Marvel, it was like the new X-Men movie.
Oh, the new X-Men movie.
Stranger Things actor. Did we get
Oh my
discussing
god.
fish?
We both got discussing fish!
I've never heard of House of Leaves. I don't know anything about it.
I'm so embarrassed. Oh my god. I forgot what it was. The cast was really crazy for the X-Men one. X-Men. the discuss. Oh, where's the discussing fish post? This is terrible. We got discussing fish. Oh my
Someone
god.
posted it again, but outside of discussing fish, and someone said this isn't real, and they said it's real because I said so.
That's me right now. It's real because I said so. Oh, it's because the X-Men discussing fish cast. I was reading it and I was like, okay. But then the last one was like Drewski as Beast.
Drewski!
Like Drewski! I was like, wait, I think this is the post you got discussing fished by.
We both got discussing fish.
We did.
That's terrible.
Discussing fished and poo crave. Someone who only knows the guy from memes. Yeah, when the credits started playing, I was like, I wonder if he's gonna use his government name. And then it came up and it was like Markiplier. And then we both pointed at it like pogged. Markiplier. And then the other friend we went with, she was also like, oh, he's like Markiplier. It was awesome. It was pretty good though.
And we, by the time our showing was done, it was midnight in the theater. We were the only people there. So we decided to play the crane games.
Oh my god.
And both Saki and our friend, I think it's okay to say Miss Honey. Miss Honey tried, they could not get anything from the claw machine. We kept spending money.
Oh my god.
But I pulled several things.
Do you wanna tell them?
Yes. There was a claw machine with Stranger Things character plushies. And I pulled 2 Dustins, so now we have matching Dustin plushies.
We are matching Dustin plushies from Stranger Things. We also pulled the same cat.
Yes, the same cat.
That was
Pulled a little shrimp.
the only thing I pulled.
How much did you spend gambling? I don't know, $15. It was 1 coin per try.
I remember I was like, was it worth it? And she was like, the feeling of winning, it's worth it.
Very competitive.
It was awesome.
The feeling of winning outweighs anything that you will ever do in your life.
True. It was also really windy that day. And every time we stepped out, we would both start screaming.
We'd be like, it was very cold this weekend.
It was.
$15. Well, the thing is, I didn't spend $15. I spread my wealth amongst everyone there so they could get a try at something.
Spread my wealth. Oh my god. What else did we do? We watched Send Help. Oh yeah.
That was very good.
The post office before that.
You want to talk about the post office? Go on, talk about the post office.
So I get really scared at the post office because you have to speak to the guy and then there's usually a line behind you. And I get anxious when I hold up lines. But I was really struggling with delivering this package. I think something happened. I had like an autism moment. And the guy was trying to... Also, I was sending something to Japan, and Japanese addresses are like flipped. So it's like the... What is it? Like the street or the city?
Yeah,
and
the
then
city.
the number
And then
or
the
something?
province kind of area.
Yeah, so I was trying to figure out how to write the address down. By the way, I still wrote it wrong. I put all the numbers in the back, but I think it'll be okay. So I was struggling writing it, and I kept asking Komo and our other friend. I was like, is this right? Is this the city? Is this the zip code? I kept asking stuff like that, and then when it was finally my turn, what was it? The guy asked me like which one I wanted to pay for.
Yes.
And I don't know what it was. I think it's because the post office got really, really quiet. So it was just me talking. My brain completely shut down. And I just kept staring at the price thing on the, on the device. And then the guy asks again, like, so which one do you want? And I don't respond. I just stare at the price thing. And then for some reason in my head I was like, oh, I need to pay now. So I take out my credit card and I tap it, but nothing happens. So I tap it again, and I'm just staring at the screen. And then the guy's like, hey, we still have a long way to go before you have to pay. Can you tell me which one you wanted? And I didn't know what to do. And then Komo told me later she could tell I was having a moment because I started blinking really fast. She was like, you're blinking really fast.
And when it was really, really quiet while she was trying to fill out the customs form, some guy on his phone behind us, it started playing like an alien, like, space noise.
It was like, wow.
And she was writing it down and she looked up. And she started looking at me and looking around.
When I was writing stuff, it went like, and then I lifted my head and like slowly turned my head to look at Komo, and then we both looked like behind us. I was like, what the hell was that?
And then I got sexually harassed in the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Crazy.
So Saki and another friend, they had to go to the restroom and see. The restrooms are located in the back of a hallway, and where there are like vending machines, and this man walks up to the vending machine, which I'm standing in front of. I'm on my phone, I'm not facing the vending machine, and he goes, damn, you got a fat ass, girl. And I look up from my phone, and I look behind me at him, and then I look around the hallway trying to see who he's talking to, but I'm the only one there. And then I guess that his bills were not like straight enough for the vending machine, and so he couldn't get his money to go through, so he just walked away, and then he was gone.
And then I came out of the bathroom and I was like, man, that bathroom was weird because two of the doors weren't working, and then one of them was clogged. And then Komo was like, yeah, I just got sexually harassed. And I was like, what? Why did this happen? Maybe he's just a vending machine enthusiast.
Maybe he's one of those My Strange Addiction people that's like attracted to their cars.
He was talking to the vending machine. Yes, that must be it.
That makes me feel better.
That must be it. No one would be so weird.
But then we went out to lunch. You got coffee at that coffee shop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you had an autism moment in the coffee shop.
Why do I keep having this? So we go to a coffee shop and there's a like board outside with all the flavorings. And there is, when I say there's a lot, there was like 50 different flavors. So I'm reading the board and I get decision paralysis. So I was like, oh.
Decision paralysis.
Oh god. I was reading the board and I was like, okay, maybe I should just be safe and go with like my usual, which is like hazelnut or French vanilla or something. What was the one I wanted? I forgot what it was. But I go up to the cashier because I was like, okay, I know which flavor I want. So I was like, oh, can I get this flavor? I saw you guys had it. She's like, oh, actually, we just ran out. So I was like, oh, that's okay. And then she's like, can I get you anything else? So I look at the menu and they have like a few of the flavors on there, but not all of them. So I was like, wait, are all the flavors you have available like on the menu? And she's like, oh no, they're all on that board over there. So I start looking over at the board, which was like behind Komo. I'm reading all the flavors, and this thing happens where if I'm nervous, you know when you like read something but you don't actually read it at all?
Yes.
So I'm just reading nothing, and I keep reading the flavors, and I'm like,
I kept stepping to the side because you kept coming back to look at it. And just...
my head kept turning. And then I asked her for another flavor, and she's like, oh, I don't know if we have that one. Let me check. And she checks, and she's like, yeah, we don't have that one. So I was like, oh my god! And then I look back at the board again, and I was like, okay, I am holding up the line, and I also can't decide.
There was no line, by the way. It was just us.
I made the line up! It's like when people are like having anxieties, like being afraid of the lion that's not in the room. That was me. I was like, oh, I'm holding up a lion that doesn't exist. But I think I like decided on peppermint. So I was like, do you guys have peppermint flavor? And she's like, oh yeah, we do actually. So I was like, oh thank God. But as I was saying that in my head, I was like, I don't even want peppermint. I was like, what?
I've never heard you liking peppermint before. So when you asked for that, I was like, what?
I was like, why did I say that? But it did taste good. But I remember trying to justify it in my head. I was like, it's okay, peppermint's gonna be fine. Because it's like a cold drink, and then it'll make it colder. I was like trying to justify me getting peppermint. Terrible.
But then, we made our way to the movies, and we saw Send Help, which was really great.
It was so good.
We had a really good movie theater experience as well. Our theater was very fun. There was a lot of noise going on, but like the good kind of noise. As in like people laughing or saying, oh hell no, you know, things like that. But there was a moment in the movie, I won't spoil exactly what it was, but Dylan O'Brien makes what sounds like a villager noise from Minecraft, and only us three that went to see it in our little section laughed at it. Nobody else in the theater laughed at it.
Yeah, and it's a scene that's like pretty tense. And then Dylan O'Brien goes like, and then I like burst out laughing, and I hear Komo and our other friend also laughing, and I realize it's only our row. Like everyone else is dead silent because it's a tense scene. We burst out laughing, and she's like, it was awesome.
It was very good though. What would you rate it out of 5?
Send Help.
Yes.
I really liked it. I think 4 or 4.5.
I would give it a 4 as well. It was really great to see Sam Raimi kind of come back to the genre after he directed the Evil Dead remake. It was very good. It was so fun. It was so
really
funny,
fun.
like all the way through. And it was nice and bloody, and it was tense a lot of the time.
You're the reason our lung didn't get number 1. It wasn't me. Yeah, it was really good. I went into it like completely blind.
Yes, me too.
I think I only saw the trailer one time. And then I'm so glad I went into it like completely blind. I think if anyone goes to watch it, it has to be completely blind.
Do not look up anything about it. Maybe watch the first trailer that was released. Don't watch any later trailers. It was so good.
It's so good.
They tried very hard to make Rachel McAdams look unattractive, but they just made her even more attractive.
She was so pretty.
It's definitely, without spoiling anything, it's very much good for her.
Good for her. Yeah, it was so good. I'm trying to think of like specific things. But I think it's just, you definitely have to go into it blind.
Yes, the humor is really good.
Oh, it's really funny.
It's really funny.
It's like, if you like dark comedy, or...
It feels like the really good funny bits in the Spider-Man movies that he previously directed, but he put some of that into this.
It was so funny. What else? I think it was just so, because I didn't know what to expect. It was so, like, exceeded expectations and impressive to the point where, or it was also just like you didn't know what to expect really ever.
You don't expect anything.
So like 80% of the movie, whenever something happened, I would just turn around, look at Komo, and both our hands would be on our heads. We'd be like, I think even at some point we were both like, no. We were like, no.
Our mouths were wide open for a majority of the movie.
Oh yeah, I think the entire second half, I had like my knees up. I had my knees up and then my hands on my head.
It was so good.
It was really good.
It was very, very good.
That was the best movie I watched in like recent
It was
time.
really good. I haven't been to the cinemas since Zootopia 2, which I heard that Miss Page finally watched, and she didn't like it.
No!
She said she hated it, in fact.
What was the thing she said where she said she hated it, but it might have been because of something?
Oh, she was very depressed yesterday, and she just
Oh,
decided I need to
right.
watch something or I'm going to be very depressed. So she watched both Zootopia films, and she said she thought the first film was okay, and she said the second film she hated it.
No.
And I just think it's because she was not in good company and she was depressed and not feeling good. I think we need to change that.
Yes, it's impossible for Zootopia to be bad. Actually, Komo showed me Paige's message while we were watching Floribama. We were watching Floribama Shore. And then around then, Komo was like, Paige hated Zootopia too. How could this happen?
I'll read exactly what she said. She is a hater.
She's a hater.
She said, I said, what are your thoughts on Zootopia 2? And she said, I hated it so much, but I watched it in a stupor late last night, which isn't fair to the movie. And I responded with a very terrifying image, and she said, why so shocked?
Well, to be fair, that image was like the face we both made.
That was us during Sin Now.
She hates animals.
She does.
She
She
does.
is always insulting that boo-boo thing in her room.
That's true.
To be fair, it deserves it. But
It's true.
that scary creature.
Terrifying. I still remember when it attacked you.
Yes, it was very frightening. Oh, someone brought up the Bone Temple. Remember me telling you I went to the movies with Paige and Woo Woo?
Oh.
Yeah, so it was the first
Yes.
one, 28 years later. And Paige, she's very easily frightened, so she was holding my hand the whole time. And then there was a really sad moment in the movie, and she started crying.
Mhm.
And then we look over at Woo Woo, and Woo Woo's like crossing her arms and like looking like she's half falling asleep and half irritated. And then we all leave the movie. I've told this about my stream about this, but
Mhm.
I asked them both, how'd you feel about it? And Paige said, I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. And then I looked at Woo Woo, and Woo Woo says it was really bad. It was really terribly shot, and a lot of things didn't make sense. But she thinks of it as like in a critical way because
Mhm.
actually maybe I shouldn't. I can't say exactly related to Woo Woo why she thought about it critically, but I'll say she has experience. That sounds
Yeah.
so strange.
She has.
I don't mean experience in that way.
Uh,
I mean, she is like, how do I put it? She is trained to look at things critically. I don't know if she's talked about it on her stream, but she's been trained to look at film critically. And
Yes.
she said that a lot of scenes were not, like the shots didn't make sense and the like, and she really didn't like it.
And Paige was like, oh, that was really
good.
And she was like crying and stuff, right?
Yes. She thought it was really sad. I look over and she's like full of like tears streaming down her face.
Oh my god. I'm trying to. There was a movie I watched recently. I went with my mother. And
SpongeBob?
No,
Marty
wasn't
Supreme?
SpongeBob. Oh, she hated Marty Supreme. But it wasn't Marty Supreme or SpongeBob. I have to look this up. Oh, it's Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah,
Good.
we watched Wicked for good. I watched it with my mom. And we were watching it, and I knew I would cry just because I really like those two girls. I really like them together. And then towards the end of the movie, when they sing like their last song, I look over because I see movement out of the corner of my eye, and my mom straight up took like the napkin and just put the whole napkin on her face. I was like, oh my god, my mother is crying. Because my mom does not cry over things. But she was sobbing. I was like, she gets it.
No, I remember I went to see Wicked with a good friend of mine. And during, the dance scene where Elphaba and Galinda,
In the first
they
one?
dance together.
Yeah.
I started like tears streaming down my face.
Oh my god.
I thought this is such a sweet moment. I don't know how to handle it.
Actually, I started crying during the first movie, in the first song. Because it was when they were all like, burn her!
No one more.
Really good. I started crying because I watched the musical when I was younger. And I was like, they loved each other. They're such good friends. And then when Glinda had to like sing with them, and then I was like they don't know.
They don't
They don't know what she's been through with her. And then I was so sad because I kept being like, she has to lie about like how they weren't best friends. And I just started crying. I like those two a lot.
I haven't seen For Good yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No. I know it's on digital now. Maybe we can do that.
Yeah.
What's the last movie that made you cry?
Last movie that made me cry? Well, it wasn't Marty Supreme. I did cry a little bit during Zootopia 2. I think there's another. I rewatched Look Back. I rewatched Look Back with a friend of mine.
Is it because you went to the exhibit?
No, it was just the movie. So, well, before the exhibit, because I watched 100 meters with that friend.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you liked 100 meters, I think you'd like Look Back. Also because Look Back is like about drawing, or like passion for drawing, which me and that friend had in common. I was like, I feel like you can understand like a passion for like creativity, basically, or like the urge to create. You can't really stop it.
Yes.
So I was like, you should watch Look Back because they've never seen it, and that like really surprised me. And we went to the Look Back pop-up that was happening, and then I was looking at everything, and I was like, oh. Like, looking at all of this made me really, really want to rewatch it. So I told them we would watch it together. But then we went to pop-up, and I was like, we have to watch it tonight. I was like, we have to watch it tonight. So we were watching it, and I was kind of like, my friend is gonna cry. I was like, my friend will get emotional. But then, like, at the end of the movie, I was sobbing. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm crying. I've already seen this before. And then my friend was just like, yeah, no, it's okay. And I was like, it's just that even in the, I don't know if I can spoil, but I was like, they just cannot erase their passion for creativity. And I started crying even harder. And I was like, it's just so sad because she thinks like this way, but her friend loves her so much. And I was like sobbing. And my friend who I thought would cry was like comforting me. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like, yeah, it's a sad movie. Don't worry about it.
That was me showing you both Maquia and Steel Magnolias.
Oh my god. The Steel Magnolia. The whole time I was like, something terrible is about to happen. Oh, yeah, I had to watch The Long Walk.
That's right! We need to watch The Long Walk!
I'm so freaking scared!
That's right. Oh, someone, what was it? They brought up the live action, because they're making live action of Look Back.
They are?
Yes, and it's being done by, Corera, who directed one of my most favorite movies that we also need to watch.
Okay.
Do you want to do that tonight? It's called Kaibutsu.
I'm scared.
It is a Japanese drama film shot in 2023, and it is a movie where you see three different people's different perspectives on a specific
Okay,
situation.
I like that.
And it starts like all coming together. It's very, very good.
Okay.
We'll watch that today.
Okay. I like movies shot like that. What's the other one? The first movie you showed me.
Maquia?
Yeah, Maquia. So, Komo described the plot to me, and just from the plot alone, I was like, okay, that probably would make me cry. And then, like, one day, out of the blue, Komo messaged me and was like, how's your mental health today? And I was like, it's not that bad, you know, it could be worse. And she's like, would you like to watch a movie? I was like, I'm kind of scared now. Anyway, I cried 4 times.
And the thing was, whenever it got to a point where she knew she was about to cry, she was so, no! 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 And I could hear you shaking your head, like, no!
No! Yeah, I do that a lot before I'm about to cry. What was that? There was like a really funny scene though, where I was like, and now the dragon's gonna catch them. And then it did, and I was like, that was awesome.
We watched Steel Magnolias with Connie, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes. How did you?
Oh, we watched Steel Magnolias with Connie, and Connie and I were playing Power Wash Simulator.
The whole time.
Yes, and then the part towards the end,
You both like froze.
we both stopped. Like, I could see her like in the Power Wash Simulator game, like, cause I could see her move around the whole time.
Yes.
But when it like got to a certain point of the movie, I saw her like just stop moving, and I also stopped moving. And it's like when you're like in a like not doing anything, so your like character is just looking at the floor.
Yes.
Her like character is like this, like hunched over. It was so funny. And I was like, oh my god, we're both so locked in right now.
Because it's so fun and wholesome for a majority of the movie, and then it's the last 30 minutes, and it's just miserable.
Yeah. I like kind of felt it coming because I think the way they
You give
show
like
it,
hints
yeah,
throughout that something.
it's very like show don't tell thing. So whenever they would kind of show a little bit, I was like, no, something terrible is about to happen, and then it did. What else?
Still need to show you Dear Zachary.
Oh my god. I told Connie you wanted me to watch Dear Zachary, and Connie was like, why? And I was like, I don't know. And Connie was like, why does she want to do this to you? Connie was like, why does she want to torture you? She just looked at me. Something bad always happens when Southern women are happy.
Yes, my mother is very well aware of it.
Oh, yeah.
I was explaining some things that happened to my mother yesterday in the car when we were
Yes.
coming back from the zoo.
And it's like stuff I heard before. So I was like, oh yeah, that story. But then the other people in the car hadn't heard it before. And then one of them was like, what? And it's like, wow, you seem to have lived a life. And then Komo was like, yes, my mother and I have both lived several lives.
Oh my god, and I won't say what friend it was, but we were oh my gosh! So we were talking about, oh god, I just remember, like, we have a friend that was that is Chinese, was adopted by a white family in America. And I asked her, oh, what part of China were you born in? And she was like, oh, I don't know, I was put in a basket and like just left at a train station. And we thought she was joking.
So Komo starts laughing. Komo starts laughing, and then I'm about to laugh, but then I was kind of confused because I was like, wait, it sounded like a joke, but this friend kind of says things all in the same tone.
Yes!
So I was like, wait, that sounded like a joke. And then Komo starts laughing, and then she stops laughing because the friend doesn't say anything. And Komo goes, wait, are you serious? And the friend goes, yes, I was abandoned in a basket, and they left a note with me.
And then, the orphanage took her in, and then, a year later she was adopted by her current family. But I didn't know her backstory. We've been friends for 3 years. And I thought she was, because she says everything in the same joking, monotone way, that I just thought she didn't mean it. And then after, but she started laughing when we started laughing. Yeah. And then I said, you're like that boy from Meet the Robinsons.
From Meet the Robinsons. Oh my god, I love Meet the Robinsons. I used to watch it, once a year. It was like a ritual. I stopped doing it, but I used to watch it once a year. I do these things where, even if the media is horrible, I get the urge to do it once a year. So that was me with, so I would watch Meet the Robinsons once a year. And then there's 2 manga I would read, once a year.
I do that the same. I read manga all the time.
Battle Royale, and then Cage of Eden.
I reread Battle Royale once a year as well, and Gans.
Yeah.
Gans is crazy.
Oh my god, Gans I actually cannot reread. I'm like, after I finished it, I was like, I don't think I can read that again.
I reread it every year.
That's crazy. I reread Battle Royale, and then it's kind of like that thing where it's like, what did you expect?
Yeah, what did you
Because
expect?
I read it again and I get upset at the same parts over again.
I also remember, I watched the Battle Royale movie before I ever read the manga. And so when all of that stuff happened in the manga, I was like, this is extremely violent.
Yeah,
this is way more violent.
It's bad.
And there's so much, like, sexual things.
Yeah. There's a lot of, like, sexual stuff. And then also, the artist is so good at drawing gore.
Yes.
Like, in particular, just really good at
Yes.
drawing innards.
Very good at drawing organs and the like. I didn't expect it, so when I started reading it, I was like, what the hell?
Yes. Cage of Eden. Cage of Eden is like...
You told me about it previously,
Yes.
and so I started reading it, and then I thought, oh, this is becoming sloppy.
Yeah,
Can
it
you
was
tell me what
very
happens
long.
at the very end?
Yeah.
And you explained the whole ending to me, and I thought, wow, this is terrible!
Yes. Cage of Eden to me is like slop, but it's like I enjoyed reading this slop. But like I enjoyed the slow burn that like didn't have to be a slow burn. And I told you about the plot twist.
Yes.
And I was like, the plot twist is what really got me. Not like shocked, but more like emotionally, because I was explaining to you about like how one of the characters is like mothers.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really bad with like moms. So the part with his mom really got me, which is what I was explaining to you. And then you were like, I need to read this, and I was like, I don't know if you need to. It's kind of long, and you're like, no, it's okay, I'll read it. But then you kept reading, and you're like, okay, yeah, it's becoming slow. So I just told you because I was like, oh, I don't know where the plot twist is. And then I think you just skipped to the chapter.
Yes.
And then you found out the twist is like basically the end of the manga.
Yes, it's the very end.
Which I misremembered because I thought it was like in the second half.
No.
But it was all the way at the end.
end.
Which I forgot because I think it's like they were getting rushed to finish or something, which makes sense. I was like, oh. Anyways, good
I remember I was
slap.
cooking dinner that day. I was waiting and I was like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah. Speaking of dinner, I've been eating whatever I want here.
Yes.
We have like a pot of mashed potatoes that I scoop a little bit from every day.
Is there anything left?
Yes, there's one more.
I don't think it's good anymore.
There's one more. No!
I don't think you should eat that.
I was saving it for later with my Taco Bell burritos.
I don't think you should. I don't think potatoes are to be eaten. Wait, okay, when did I cook them? Thursday? It was Thursday.
Was it
It was
Thursday?
Thursday, so it's been 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is the last day. You can have that last scoop, and then
Okay.
we can't.
Okay.
We can't keep intoxicating our bodies. Not intoxicating. We can't keep poisoning our bodies.
Awesome.
You should grab the pot and eat it with your hand. Like a barbarian.
I should. I have a Taco Bell burrito saved up.
Oh, another show. So we watched 2 shows. We watched Suddenly Amish, which, you know the show Breaking Amish? It's the opposite. It's people that want to become Amish, and then we've also been watching Forbidden Love.
Yes, we finished Forbidden Love.
Yes, we've been.
But there was only 1 season. That was a mess. What else was it? Suddenly Amish. We would have binged that, but it's like
It's
airing
new.
right now. So it's every Wednesday. Wait, it's Monday.
Meaning
The
Wednesday.
new episode is coming out.
Yes.
Yes. Should we talk about Suddenly Amish?
Yes. I don't even know where to start. These are all people that do not. I don't think they've ever researched being Amish, other than you live off the land and things like that. But they come there and they're like, oh, what? I can't bring my phone. What? I can't bring my vibrator. What? I can't dress like a girl going to the club. I have to shave my beard. What? I can't. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's like you don't think they did any research. Also about the vibrator, that was so funny because the like ordinary people that move into the Amish town, the Amish check their luggage to see if there's anything that's not Amish.
Baggage check.
So they're looking through this woman's luggage, and basically all her clothes she can't wear because it's too revealing. And then they pull out this like vibrator, and she was like, "Oh, can I not bring that?" Like, what do you mean? It was like huge. Yeah, I think it was like what was it?
It was 11s.
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah, they pull it out, and then all the Amish people are just looking at each other.
Country
girls
make do.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I can't bring this." What was it? And then the other girl, she was like really shocked that she had to take her makeup off. But it's like,
and her nails.
Did you guys not research Amish people?
Oh, and then one of the girls is a LARPer. She wanted to become Amish, and she was already LARPing as an Amish woman. And so when she got there, it was like easy.
Yeah, so she adjusted really easily. And also, she showed up in Amish clothing.
Yes.
So there's a scene where the Amish couple is like introducing the culture to the ordinary people. But then there's like an extra Amish person there. And I remember watching it, and I was like, wait, if those two Amish people are married, then who's that third woman? And then her confessional thing showed up, and I was like, she's one of the ordinary people.
She's a LARPer.
She's LARPing. It was funny though, cause she adjusted so easily. So when anyone else was struggling, she was like, "Guys, it's not that hard." I was like, "Well, it's because you've been LARPing as an Amish person." Well, what else? There's that guy that was like shunned.
Yeah, there's a guy that was shunned because he had a phone and alcohol, but technically he has like a place in the cornfields where he has a box that has a bunch of alcohol and an extra phone, and he acts like he's trying to like reclaim his spot in the Amish community, but he still uses those things. And there's this man that really wanted to become Amish, and he was really like enjoying things, but then like the shunned man tried to kick him out because he found out he was divorced. But we think that it is because he was getting closer and developing like somewhat of a romantic relationship with the girl that brought the vibrator. And we think the shunned man has feelings for the girl with the vibrator. I don't remember her name, so I just called her girl with the vibrator.
Okay. Her name's Kendra.
Kendra.
Also, it's like, hear me out, guys. It's because, so he was shunned for having alcohol on a phone, right? So she was like, he's like, okay, I need to earn my spot back. So he was kind of acting as this really serious, like, I guess, enforcer of the rules. So they would go to buy shoes, and like any shoe they picked, he would be like, no, that's not good enough. It's not plain enough. It needs to be a plain sole. So he's like really anal about everything. And he's like, if you don't want to assimilate into our culture, then why are you even here, kind of thing. And then the other Amish people, the couple, they were more lenient because they knew like the people had trouble adjusting. So they'd be like, okay, you can keep your lashes on for like maybe a week, and then we'll check back in with you. So the shunned man was like, that couple is like being too lenient. They're not traditional enough. Like, they're not conservative enough about the Amish values. So he made this huge deal about the Amish values, right? And then he kicked out the guy that was divorced because he was like, you cannot be divorced as an Amish person. So you had to leave. Also, he escorted him to the cornfield with an axe. He was like, you gotta get out of here. He was holding an axe, and I was like, what the hell? So the divorced guy leaves. But it's because we think, well, several people think this.
Yes.
We saw in this subreddit. But the divorced man had been talking to Kendra, which is the vibrator girl. And whenever they do tasks together, they kind of like fool around with each other, or they make jokes a lot.
They flirt.
The other people were also like, oh, maybe there's a romance developing between them. And everyone thinks that the shunned man noticed that and maybe got upset because he is attracted to Kendra. And people think this because after the divorced guy left, Kendra was really, really upset that he left because she was like, I was so into him. So she was really sad and mopey about it. And then she started like being like, I can't do this anymore. I just want to go. And they were going to build like a phone thing.
Yes.
The Amish way. They were going to build a phone thing so that the ordinary people could like call their parents or family. But Kendra was like, no, I can't wait for this phone thing to be built. I have to call my mom now. Like, I need something. I'm breaking down. I want to leave. So the shunned man is like, okay. You know what? Calm down, Kendra. Follow me, okay? So the shunned man brings Kendra
To the cornfield.
And he takes out a phone.
And he's like, here, call your mother.
he takes out his phone, and then Komo and I were like, he still has a phone.
Yes, even though he kicked out that man for being divorced. And then they showed the preview for the next episode, and that man that got kicked out is coming back.
Yes, so we're very excited for Wednesday.
Yes.
Also, the shunned guy, after the phone call Kendra had, he gave her like a really big hug. And then we were kind of like, is he allowed to do that? And then afterwards he was like, no one else can find out that we shared a hug. Because then I'm already shunned. And now they will accuse me of like breaking more Amish rules. So he's like, no one can find out we hugged. And everybody was like, wait. I think the shunned guy likes Kendra. Did they censor it? No. And then someone on the subreddit also was saying that they think he likes Kendra because like everyone else had to shave their beards or like take out their piercings or like their makeup. But Kendra still has her nose piercing. So they were like, why wasn't he strict about that?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so the subreddit is like, why wasn't he strict about that? Also, he hugged her. And he's not supposed to. And then he gave her his phone.
It's going to be a very good episode on Wednesday.
Yes, suddenly Amish is very good.
And then we watched Forbidden Love, which was about couples that want to get married or aren't like married, that they have two different religions. And there's this girl that was trying to convert to Judaism to marry her boyfriend. And she was doing an assessment or something like that. And
she was studying with the rabbi.
Yeah, she was studying with the rabbi, and the rabbi asked her, what did Jesus do on this day? And she said, having cocktails.
Yeah, she couldn't think of the answer, and then she was like, having cocktails, and she started smiling. And then the rabbi looked so pissed.
And the thing is, she met her boyfriend. I guess they both struggled with alcoholism, so they met at AA, at Alcoholics Anonymous. But then the funniest thing that happened at the very end, where she passed, she became like an actual Orthodox Jewish woman, and he proposed to her at the AA meeting spot.
He proposed to her at the Alcoholics Anonymous building they would go to. And oh my god, when that showed up on the screen, we both looked at each other and we were like, no freaking way.
No way.
That couple was like kind of funny though, because they met at AA, right? They were both alcoholics, but then after the AA program, the guy was like, I want to change. So he suddenly like converted back into like Orthodox Jew.
Yeah.
And he was really, really devoted. And then for her, it was kind of like, what do I do now? And we found out that the women, after they get married, they have to wear wigs.
Yes, Orthodox Jews, the women after they get married, they have to hide their real hair. They can only show it to their husband at home.
So they wear wigs.
Yeah, so Saki lives in a primarily like Jewish area. And so she started thinking about it, and she was like, how many of those women are wearing wigs?
Oh my god, yes. I grew up in like a primarily Jewish town, and I started thinking about like all the moms of my classmates that I saw, and I was like, their hair was always so big and full. How many of them were wearing wigs? Because we did have like Orthodox people.
Yes. But those wigs that she was putting on look so good.
They did.
They look so good. They must have, and you know, I bet that they only wear wigs that are made of real hair, so it looks especially real. I mean, you couldn't tell if they were wearing wigs.
I couldn't tell, yeah.
They look really good on her.
I was just like, they were also big and voluminous. Maybe it was a wig.
Oh, and actually on Forbidden Love, there was an Amish man that was kicked out of the Amish because how he met his wife was he was like fixing her roof. I guess like she hired him, and then like she invited him inside, and he was like, I don't think I can do that. And she was like, no, just come inside. I'll get you a drink, like some water or something. And he sits on the couch, and she sits right next to him and starts like seducing him. He was like, oh, and so they hook up, and then like, you know, he has to report this, and so he gets kicked out of the Amish, and he has to live with her.
Yeah, and his family like cuts him off.
Yes, and she has to teach him how to do everything. She flosses his teeth for him, brushes his teeth, has to remind him to put on deodorant. He doesn't know how to do anything, and then when he got a phone, he developed a porn addiction.
Yeah, he got a taste of a phone, and then he got a phone addiction. Yeah. And then he searched up porn. Also, the porn he searched up was just big boob stuff.
Big boob stuff?
Honestly, so real.
And how old was he? At the time that they filmed, like 23, so maybe he was like 22.
Yes, he was like 23, and
she was 34.
She was 34. Yes. So there was like a maturity gap also. And then he got addicted to porn, and she was like, you have to stop.
And the scariest part was they were having a serious talk, and she was like, have you been looking at porn? And he was like, yes, yesterday. And she started getting concerned because she heard that the Amish sometimes like do things with animals. And so she asked him, she was like, have you ever done anything with an animal? And he like didn't say anything for a bit, and then he said no. And then she said, do you know anyone that has? And he said, yes.
It was terrible.
It was horrific.
And then in his confessional, he was like trying to justify it. So he was like, well, you know, because the Amish men, like, we're not allowed to have sexual relations, so they get pent up, and sometimes, like, the only thing they can take it out on are the animals. And Komo and I were screaming. No! Oh my god, it's terrible. Also, besides her, like, having to teach him how to do basic things, she talked about how he would just draw on the wall.
Yes, he would just draw on the wall like a toddler. Like, by the way, she's pregnant at this point.
Oh yeah, she's pregnant the whole time, by the way. Terrible. And then he was like arguing with her, and he was like, I can be a dad, I'm really mature. And then she was like, you just scribbled on the wall the other day. And then he was like, what am I doing wrong? And she's like, well, for starters, I still have to brush your teeth for you. And then he goes like, all you do is point out my flaws. So funny.
And then he like starts having an affair.
Yes.
When this girl that he was doing work for, he would like constantly, I guess she saw the phone and saw like some flirtatious messages between the two. And you know, he was doing work on her like barn. And so he'd have to go to her house often, and then one day he had to go out of town for like a day or something like that for some kind of function.
Yes.
And then like I guess like his wife put a tracker on on his car without him knowing, and he stopped by that woman's house on the way home.
Yes, it was terrible. And she's pregnant the whole time. Wait, at the cheating part, she already gave birth.
Oh yeah, she had already given birth.
So she was postpartum while he was cheating.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And then he tried to act like he wasn't doing anything with this girl, but it's very obvious.
It's very obvious, yeah. And she was also like, he would spray like cologne and everything.
Yes!
Before going to this woman's house. So insane. And then they filed for divorce. They were still working out the custody stuff.
You can remember all the Amish lore, but God forbid you remember some Floribama lore.
Okay. To be fair, the Amish lore was only 3 episodes.
Yes.
And Floribama Shore is 2 seasons of lore.
Yes. And
Yes.
those people are doing anything all the time. Anything and everything all the time. And they are constantly coming back to each other and forming relations and ending
Yes.
relations and
Well, I do remember all the relations. You described like 30 arcs? No, that all happened in 3 episodes. Which is why we are very excited for episode 4.
Yes.
What is it? Also, Floribama Shore episodes are all formatted the same way.
Yes, we can tell exactly. Well, we don't know the exact thing that they will get upset about and have an argument over, but it's always like, oh, we're all so happy and excited, everything's great, and then it goes like, oh, there's several subplots like constantly.
There's always a random subplot. And the sub-story. There was like this one of the guys, Cody, his grandfather passes away. So he leaves to like go back home and mourn. And while that's happening, the rest of the cast is out like drinking and having bar fights. And then they'll randomly switch back to Cody's like mourning. And we just kept going like the Cody subplot is going crazy. Had to hop on the Amish reality TV. You do.
You can watch Floribama Shore on Hulu/Disney Plus and Forbidden Love as well as Suddenly Amish on HBO Max.
Oh my god, in Forbidden Love, I forgot what type of Christian he was.
Which one?
I forgot his name.
Oh, the something.
He was. His whole family is like extremely Christian. His dad's like a preacher. And then the girl he was seeing,
Episcopal.
Episcopal?
Yeah, Episcopal.
Episcopal Christian.
Yes.
Yeah, they were really devoted.
They're very devoted.
What was the girl?
She was Muslim.
She's Muslim, yes. So, yeah. And then, so his family wanted to convert her to Christianity. And then she wanted to convert the guy
to
Islam. And they have this huge blowout fight.
Yes.
Which was over
A
nothing.
misunderstanding.
Yeah, it was a misunderstanding. They have a huge blowout fight, and then they break up, and he still converts to Islam.
At the very end, you see him doing a prayer. And we're like, oh, good for him, because he moved states
Yeah,
to
I
be
was
with
like,
her.
good for him.
He moved to Michigan to be with her, like left his
Yes.
family behind, and then she breaks up with him out over a misunderstanding, and
Yeah,
then she's
yeah.
like, well, I might as well just.
Yeah, and
Go
then
ahead.
we were like, oh, I guess he genuinely was interested in the culture and in the, like the tradition. And it doesn't say that. It said that in the ending. So they don't show him like becoming like or converting. But it's like the end credits part where there's like text on the screen, and it was like after they broke up, he's continued to convert to like Islam.
It showed him doing a prayer.
Yeah, it was so so funny. And then the next text is like his parents, like when he returns, his parents want to convert him back to Christianity. It was crazy. That shows.
Everything goes on.
The Amish Mafia.
What is that? I'm so curious.
We must hop on.
It's real!
The Amish Mafia. What? The series follows Lebanon Levi? Is that?
It is a
real?
reality show. It was on the Discovery Channel.
What? Oh my god. I just remembered when I saw my dad on the Discovery Channel.
What?
So I'll keep out like details. But my dad has a hobby of collecting something. And like we all know about it. But we don't see him often. So we kind of just let him do whatever hobby he wants.
Wait, can I mute you? Tell me what.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so my dad likes collecting something. And we're like, whatever, right? And then one time my mom was like, okay, how much money have you spent on this? Like, how many of this item do you have? My dad's like, it's not that much, like a couple hundred. So we're like, okay, whatever, right? So we're on the plane to go visit him because he lives, like in another country. So we're visiting him on the plane. And my mom suddenly taps me on the shoulder and she's like, go to Discovery Channel now. And I was like, what? And she's like, go to Discovery Channel and press this program. And then I was like, okay. So I turned on the Discovery Channel program and it's like a kind of documentary style about this specific thing my dad likes collecting. And they're going around like interviewing people that collect this thing. And my dad shows up. And I'm like, oh my god, it's my dad. I'm watching him right now. And they're interviewing him. And he's like, to the interviewer, he's like, here, come with me. And he brings them to this room he built specifically for collecting this thing. And we don't know he has this like room. And he goes in and they're interviewing him. And he goes, yeah, I have like a couple thousand. He's like, yeah, I spent a couple thousand on this. And my mom was like, what? And I told my sister to watch it too. And all three of us are just sitting on this plane watching this documentary about this collecting thing. And the second we land, my dad, he's like a very silly guy. So he's very like, you know how people are like really ginky?
Yes.
He's like that.
He has aegyo.
Yeah, he has aegyo. And by that, I mean like, one time I caught him sneaking downstairs to like eat noodles. And when I caught him, he turned around and looked at me and he just stuck his tongue out. He's like, bleh. So that's the type of person he is. So he comes to pick us up. And he's like, hi, oh my god, I miss you guys so much. And my mom is just like, we saw you. We saw you on the TV. And she was like, you said you only had a couple hundred. And he was like, oh, yeah. So that happened. Interesting guy.
Very interesting guy.
Yes. He ate all my Oreos the last time he visited.
Can you tell him the name of the group chat you have with his friend?
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So, my dad has a couple of friends that he's in a group chat with because they all like collecting this thing. So I guess they like share like sites to buy this stuff on or something, or like they travel to different places together. And one time he's on his phone, and I look over his shoulder, and I see him on like in a WhatsApp like group chat. Also, WhatsApp group chat is the immigrant chat. I look over his shoulder, and I see the group chat, and I look at the top, and the group name is Sexy Muscles on Tour. Part 2.
Part 2.
And I was like, wait. So I took out my phone, and I like zoomed in on his phone because I thought I read it wrong. And I read it again, and it's like, Sexy Muscles on Tour Part 2. So I was like, wait. That means there was a Part 1. That means they already went on tour. And then I showed you the messages, right?
Wait, no. I want to see them.
I'll read them out loud. Okay, I found it. So this is the title. The Sexy Muscles on Tour.
Members?
And there's 19 men in here. And then the messages sound like this. So then I guess they're like talking about wine here. And my dad goes, anyone in this group tried this wine? And then someone else is like, hi, name, never heard of it. What's the background? And it's like, oh, hi, Neil. Hope all is well with you. I was told last night, this is an amazing wine. How's it? And my dad types in a way where he spells night like N-I-T-E. So he like shortens words and stuff. And it's all them talking like, I've been curious too, Neil. Been trying to diversify my knowledge of South African wines recently. And then it's like, excellent. Peter worked closely with that brand. They're also lighter style, well made. And then my dad replies with like the tongue out emoji and a thumbs up emoji. And then the last message in a screenshot is like, Kevin, are you in Thailand? Hope everything is well. And I was like, oh my god. So I had this like Discord server, and we changed the name to Sexy Muscles on Tour Part 3. It's awesome. Yes. You make an interesting Animal Crossing character. He feels like one.
What animal would he be?
Monkey.
Monkey?
Yes. I think he'd be a monkey. Also, he has like big ears too. So my mom always compared him to a monkey. But I don't think he likes the comparison. I don't think he likes the comparison.
What would your mom be?
My mom? I think like a cat, probably. Yeah. A cat, but she's actually like kind of dog-coded when she's like with me, I guess. Or I feel like she feels like more like she has to be a cat. In general, because she's more of like a guarded person.
Yes.
But then when she's with me, it's like non-stop yapping. We need a part 4. We must go on Sexy Muscles on tour part 4.
That's what this whole trip has been.
That's
This is
true.
the Sexy Muscle
It's true.
tour, part 4.
Yeah.
Oh, the lizards!
Your lizards are... What's wrong? They're scaring me.
They really like her.
It's true. They snuggle up to me every night. It's so awesome. And then they try to eat me. Well, one of them in particular.
Likes to eat your hair.
I woke up at like 2 a.m. Felt something eating my hair. I felt my hair being pulled out, but I was so tired. I was like, ugh. And I went back to sleep. And then the next day, her lizard threw up hair. I was like, wait. Wait a second. Barking lizards also want part 4.
They're a part of it.
They're part of our tour.
Yes. Hello.
Okay, they're chill now.
Yes, they're chill.
Sometimes they do things at the same time. And they just looked up at the same time in the same direction, so I got freaked out a little.
They're very synchronized.
Awesome.
One just likes to stare.
Yes, her lizard is staring at me right now.
Saki, would you like to end here and watch more Floribama Shore?
Yeah.
Yes. And I also need to take a bath because I'm stinky. So
I need to eat my burrito.
Oh, you do need to eat your burrito. Alright, well everyone, thank you for joining me and Saki for our media discussion today. It was very fun.
It was very insightful.
Yes.
Any last things to say? I think everyone should watch Send Help. It's very good.
Everyone should watch Send Help. It was very good. And Iron Lung was better than anticipated.
Yes.
It was a good time.
Also, watch Suddenly Amish.
Yes, watch Suddenly Amish, watch Floribama Shore, watch Forbidden Love.
It's airing right now, so you have something to look forward to every week.
Yes, it'll be fun. Alright, goodbye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.